This is the story of how I almost drowned. It'll be funny. So I'm in my early 20s, and I'm dating, and for whatever reason, I'm attracting exclusively women who do witchcraft. Fellas. I don't know what it was about me, bro. These girls looked at me and they're like, I wanna read his fucking palms, you know? But so I went out to dinner with this one girl. She was a witch. I didn't know that right away, but she was wearing a choker. That's the same thing. So we're at the dinner, we're making small talk, things are going pretty well. And eventually she stops me, she goes, Jack, I'm so sorry, I have to apologize. And I was like, for what? And she's like, I've been reading your thoughts this whole time. I was like, no. Mostly because if you could read my thoughts, there's no way you'd still be here right now, you know? She's like, don't worry, Jack, I've heard all your dirty little thoughts. And I was like, okay, I'll tell you what. If you can tell me what I'm thinking right now, I'll go on a second date with you. Or join your covenant, or whatever you want out of this. And she's like, I'll play your little game. She starts looking at me in the eyes for like way too long. She's doing it really serious. Eventually she does this. This is a power-up if you're a wacky bitch. I don't know if you do that. She's doing this. Finally she stops. She's like, you're thinking about what you want to do to me back at my place later. It's kind of hot, right? It's also wrong. It's not what I was thinking at all. So of course I was like, wow, you can read minds. That's crazy. It's not what I was thinking about though. I was thinking about how long it takes a giraffe to swallow. Their necks are so long. For the record, it's 45 seconds, if you were curious, which is a long time, yeah. But she said her thing, and I just started thinking, how long does it take her to swallow, I wonder? And she had way less neck than a giraffe. No, I'll give you a second with that one. This side's like, move on. No. Anyway, I paid for that meal and we dated for 6 months. I'm just a man. I don't know. I knew I had to end it at a certain point, though. It was just getting weird, you know? The whole being a witch thing. I was going out of town, going to Orlando, and she's like, don't worry, Jack, I got this long distance thing figured out. I made a voodoo doll of you. Yeah, I was like, you shouldn't have, you know? But she calls me while I'm out of town, and she's got the voodoo doll in hand, and she's trying to get kinky with it. And I'm just a man, you know? She's like, we have to test it out. And I was like, for sure, you know? So she tugs on his little arm, right? And I was like, whoa! Then she touches him on his little crotch. I was like, babe! Then she takes the voodoo doll, she puts it into her pussy. And that's how I almost drowned. You guys have been amazing, man.